are live. Um, I don't know why this keeps popping up like this TomTom thing, and it keeps having that pinpoint come up that I accidentally made a while ago. Anyway, between the parts, I kind of did a little bit of mining and some blacksmith leveling. I have all these transmogs, haven't learned them yet, but I crafted them all for blacksmithing. My mining still is not at 300. I have been doing it what seems like forever now. I'm at 293. These rich thorium veins seem to be few and far between, and they aren't leveling me very quickly at all. So I'm going to continue to do that right now for a little bit, and then I'll go over some of the blacksmithing stuff as well. I sold a bunch of my arcane crystals. You can see I have 13,000 gold now. They were selling for about 300 gold a piece, and since I don't currently need them, I will need them, but they're not currently useful to me. The gold is way more useful to me at this point, so when I do need, 100 arcane crystals for Thunder Fury and stuff like that, I will come back out and farm them. I've got 3 again already. I think I sold 13 or something like that. There was a good chunk of gold I got from that. Looks like I have some more stuff from the auction house that might have sold. And then all of these items here I crafted through blacksmithing. I crafted tons and tons of them, not just one. I saved one for transmog purposes, and all of the others I put on the auction house, and if they sell, that's great. I already had one of these steel helmets sell. Ooh, 294, nice. The steel helmet sold for, I think, 850 gold, so that was pretty sweet. These items down here at the 130 eye level, and obviously the gray, are all from rares that I stumbled upon in Swamp of Sorrows here as I was trying to level my mining. So that's basically the catch-up from between the episodes. Let's see if I can make this jump. Ooh, you can. Sweet. Grab this true silver and we'll hop out of this cave here. I didn't look too in-depth on how people usually level these last 10 levels, and maybe this is the slow way to do it, to mine all this thorium. But if you look at blacksmithing, I am at 296, so all the thorium I had wasn't enough. I could probably get to 300 now, but that still doesn't craft me all of the transmogs. Not even close. It looks like there's 190 transmogs for blacksmithing. So not for blacksmithing, for thorium. And I have one of them right now, and probably 5 or 6 of them in my bags. So I need 6 more levels on mining, then I'll go back and I will get the achievements for mining, which is going to be the hardest one I've earned so far, and then I'll get the achievement for blacksmithing back in town for hitting 300. We'll learn a couple more recipes as we hit 300, smelting the enchanted elementium, and then there are a couple other recipes you can learn. I can go into BRD, kill a boss, and learn how to, I think it's by killing the boss, you learn how to smelt dark iron. And maybe that's how people are doing it, because if you look at your smelting here, dark iron does give a skill up. And it says it's taught by Gloomrel in Blackrock Depths, and Gloomrel is one of the Room of the Seven. Maybe you just talk to him and get that recipe when you have high enough mining skill. No, I don't remember how that works. We'll go in there and try that at some point, but for right now I need all this ore anyway, so I guess it doesn't hurt to just farm a little bit. And then the plan for today after that is I'm going to do all of the remaining vanilla raids, AQ20, Onyxia, which I believe is still considered a vanilla raid. Maybe it's considered Wrath, but we're going to do it anyway. And a Q40. And that then will get us done with vanilla raids for the week. I only have one character right now, so we will be locked to all of them. I mean, I guess technically Zul'Gurub should be considered, but... Oh look, a treasure chest. We'll grab that too. What do we got? Earthborn Kilt. Sweet, new transmog. I'm not worried about Zul'Gurub right now. That's going to be a large farm that we do later on. They added all of the vanilla type content back to it, all of the so I guess Zul'Gurub got changed at some point, and all of the vanilla stuff went away, and it's, to my knowledge, it's all been added back, but it's been added back as something you have to kind of craft, I think. You have to unlock it first, and then you start getting like the bijous and the coins and stuff like that, and then I think you use that to craft things, if I'm not mistaken, and that's going to be a bear. That's going to be something I'll want to do when I have multiple characters to hop in there, and skinning and herbalism and all that stuff too. So we just got 295. We need 5 more levels for mining. I have 146 thorium at this point. And hopefully this won't take too long. I do kind of hop down and kill the rares when they pop up on Rare Scanner. There's a couple, and I believe it to still be true, that drop very unique items in this zone, so I always want to make sure that I just kill them all when I'm out here, out and about, and there's rich thorium inside the cave. No level up, but it's 300 gold to pop for arcane crystals, so we take that. Oh, did another just pop up? Oh, small. That's okay. All of the gold that you get from this stuff adds up pretty significantly. Already being at 13,000 gold, not even at max level, is nuts. Very happy with that. And I think it's because I sold those Blood of the Mountain. I got like 4,000 gold for the Blood of the Mountain so far. So running Molten Core was a very good idea. It's something I'll continue to do as we go forward every week, and then when I have multiple characters, I'll run it on multiple characters. Not that I'll get Blood of the Mountain on every character, because, well, I guess you get it from the destroyers, but you also get it from mining, so double chance of getting it when I'm on my paladin or a character that can mine. Rich thorium is gray. Interesting. So, to get the last 5 levels, you do what? Exactly. Am I forced to go learn the dark iron recipe? Alright, let's go do it. I'm not doing a full clear of BRD, I'm just going to go straight to the guy, hopefully learn the recipe, and then grab any dark iron veins I see while I'm in there. Because I only have enough to smelt 1 bar, I'll need to smelt 5, so I need a significant amount of ore. It's 8 ore per bar. It's 40 total, so I need to find a way to get 37 ore, or, sorry, 27 ore. And maybe this is something that I should have done from like 250 and like not had this terrible grind with thorium, but I needed these arcane crystals. I'll need the arcane crystals. I need all of these other gems that you get, and obviously the dense stone and the thorium. So it doesn't hurt that I did things this way, but kind of tough that it goes gray and green at 290 and then gray after that. That took, I probably spent an hour off stream gathering. I wonder.
Our enemies will fall.
I wonder if the spawns, the ore spawns are up. I'm just gonna sprint through here real quick. Wait. Why are there mobs? I'm saved, aren't I? Oh, core. Everything's defeated. How come mobs are up? Can I just come back in here and, like, farm? Did they change this? I thought once the bosses were dead, all these mobs died. This is interesting. Because I'll definitely farm all the destroyers to try to get them to let them out. You can get all the BOEs. It's an easier way to farm it. And if I can mine, I can just spend 20 minutes in here and grab everything I need. I'm not seeing any ore up. Usually there's ore around here somewhere. I wonder if the ore spawns don't respawn. Because I did get them all as I went through, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well I don't see anything here. I'm going to work my way down towards like where Gar is, and if I don't see anything by Gar, obviously I'll hop out of here. Let's make a group. So mobs are up, but no ore. Very strange. No loot from these mobs either. I wonder if this is like a bug, and like they shouldn't be spawned. I'm getting a rep, which is cool. Oh, these guys have loot. Maybe I just randomly killed guys that didn't drop anything. But I don't see any more dark iron. Kind of a bummer. So I'm gonna just leave my group here, and it's gonna teleport me to the nearest graveyard. Oh, Felhar Bracers. There's transmog. So it looks like maybe they did this so you can farm the transmogs more quickly.
It's too far away.
This is new to me. I haven't seen this before. This probably explains why fiery cores and stuff sell for like next to nothing. Just keep riding through. Maybe I missed a vein deposit I can grab in the next 20 seconds or something, but I doubt it. I don't even think I'd get over to where one would be in that time period.
I need to get closer.
Bracers of Might and Earth Fury Belt, that's cool. I think I got that last loot, but I didn't hear a chime, so probably nothing from that last mob there. Alright, cool. So we're, yeah, I did. I got deep rock salt. Alright. Quick little detour there. Picked up some transmog. Where are we here? Why am I, like, lost? Okay, so that's interesting. That seems like trash soft resets in Molten Core, even after bosses are dead now, but not the ore spawns. Oh, the beam is up. Maybe he'll drop the
It's too
slicer.
far away.
And he did. Nice. So there's another transmog. I don't think that one sells for anything whatsoever.
I don't have a target.
I've gotten it so many times, I can't imagine it being worth much.
I'm out of range.
Okay, so we'll hop into BRD here. And we're just gonna go straight to the Rim of the Seven. Past the Grim Guzzler. He's kind of let you teleport around. So we're past the bar at this point. The bar is like right up there. We'll come down here. Have a chance at the rare after Flame Lash.
I need to get closer.
Circle of Flame dropped twice in a row. Maybe it's not rare anymore. I thought it was. Speaking of rares, don't see him. Alright, so it says Gloomrel. Where is he? Here he is. Tell me your secrets. Show me a sacrifice and I will consider it. Oh, he wants all that stuff. Well, luckily for me, I happen to have it. And now I've learned Dark Iron. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that you needed to do that. So now I can level my last 5 levels pretty much with ease once I get the Dark Iron, which I don't have. So I'm just going to hurry out of here. We'll get the blacksmithing achievement, and then after Molten Core resets, I'll get that Dark Iron. I'm not going to go running through BRD over and over again trying to find the spawns for that. It's kind of a waste of time at this point, considering I don't even really need the Dark Iron. I did get a lot in Molten Core. I sold it all because it was like 40 gold the Dark Iron ore. Here we go. Expired. All those bronze shoulders expired, which kind of makes sense. I don't foresee many people buying all this transmog stuff. Alright, so I'm going to sell all this transmog. And we can watch the percentage go up here. Should get a new appearance for each of these items. Okay, and we are at 1.15%. We'll come back over here and get blacksmithing up to 300. What do I need for that? Let's see. Imperial plate helm, I need just thorium. You can see all the things I didn't craft still have the X next to them. Imperial plate belt requires rugged leather. Imperial plate boots. Volcanic hammer requires rugged leather. Thorium battle axe. Alright, so all of that stuff, I can just level this all through just thorium bars at this point. My last 5 levels, 4 levels, whatever it was. And I'm not going to worry about doing all the transmogs right now. I have a bunch more vanilla zones to go through. I'll get a lot of thorium, I'll get a lot of dark iron, true silver, all that stuff. And then when I create a new character, I'll make my next character a skinner. And then I'll have access to all that leather instead of just having to purchase it all off the auction house for the transmogs. It's just not worth it to do that. So these first runs through AQ will be a little slower. I'm gonna have to kill trash. I'm gonna have to probably mine the obsidian that drops. I think I need that for a few things. When it comes to crafting, I want to say it's used for like the nature resistance gear, or the old nature resistance gear. Who knows what stats are on it now? Or maybe it was the frost resistance gear. I don't know. It was used for one of them. And that will slow down the runs significantly. I guess the other option is to hit the vein when you land on one and ignore the trash and just get it over time. But I've found that there are specific items in there that are very difficult to get, so I might as well clear the trash. I'll end up getting more gold from that anyway, just from trash drops. But it is significantly slower. I'm gonna hold off with the rest of that thorium ore for right now. I'm kind of wondering if I'll need to Imperial plate boots. I need one of these, and 18 bars per level. 18 bars and a star ruby per level. Okay, so I'll just craft 3 more. And we are 300 blacksmithing, and here's the achievement for the professional classic master.
Great to meet you.
I'll vendor one of those for the transmog, and I'll throw the other 3 on the auction house in the off chance that they sell. If they don't sell, that's kind of whatever. I'll just vendor them if they don't sell. Look, 1,400 gold, I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. If they sell for 1,400 gold, I'm crafting 1,000,000 of them. Sometimes people are just too lazy to go out and farm some thorium, or even buy it off the auction house and level a blacksmithing or craft it themselves, so maybe, but I find it very hard to believe. Alright. That all being said, AQ is one of those dungeons that is extremely bag consuming. I don't know how else to say it. It fills your bags with a whole bunch of trash. So I want to make sure my bags are all empty. And let's go over towards the raids. I'll do Onyxia first. Oh wait, I didn't train. I'm not going to craft all this stuff right now. I just want to see if he has anything else to train me on.
Well met.
3 more patterns.
Safe travel.
That does add to the the percentage, so I always want to make sure that I craft or train everything I can, grab all the patterns that I can, as they're all listed in all the things, obviously. I'm wondering if there's a faster way out there that I'm just not remembering. I know you used to be able to teleport to Silithus from Boralis, but I want to say I had to...
I'm out of range.
I want to see you have to do some quest chain there to open up the portals, and obviously I've not done that. There's this quest for the warbands. I already have my warband active, so I don't know what this is all about. I'm just going to hand it in real quick because I'm flying right past it. And if it chains, I'm not going to pick it up right now. I will hold off and pick it up when I come back to Tanaris to do the quests that are here.
We are united in purpose. The skies call to me.
Yeah, it looks like there's some quests there that go along with that. I don't know if like auto unlocking your warband happened after or what, but I have my warband unlocked, so I don't know. I can come do that quest chain later. So I'm heading up to Onyxia's lair. We'll go start there. That should be a relatively fast one. Go in, one-shot everything, and hop back out. And then I'll go do AQ20. I don't know what the timer is on AQ20 or Onyxia. I assume it's all a week. I'm probably going to run them as if they're all a week, even if they're not, just because I don't want to spend too much time in these instances. Like, just do them once a week, knock them out, and then move on to what I had planned to do. There was a way to portal to this town, whatever it's called, I don't remember. Also, I think Onyxia Lair has different loot tables for 10 or 25 player, so I'm going to just start and make sure it's set to 25 player. And we'll come through and there's like 3 trash mobs that you have to kill before Onyxia.
It's too far away.
3,000 health. Yeah, I deal 3 million damage now with my judgment, so this should be a walk in the park. And the 25 player loot is a pretty massive table, including a mount.
I'm out of range.
But luckily, I don't think you need to be on any specific character for these anymore. You can see the, like, you know, this one's Hunter only, and this one's Shaman only, and I think you can, the way that they changed the transmog, this place should be a lot easier to get 100%. You just gotta run it a whole bunch of times, and it doesn't matter what class you're on. And it looks like the mount attempt, or the mount is 1 out of 100, so maybe you get lucky, grab the mount. I'm not worried about the achievements for right now. I'll come back and do that at some other point. She's already dead. She's just got to go through the motions of doing what she's got to do. And I wonder how many of these I had to kill. Many wolves handle at 50. Costs 50 to spawn in 10 seconds. I don't have another sprint up. I don't know. I'm not tracking it. Within 10 seconds of liftoff. I don't think I got it. Maybe it happens after. So. No, I didn't get it. You probably need sprints up for that. Alright, let's see if we get the... So what did we get there? We got Bloodfang Hood, the offhand, the cloth, or the caster offhand, the Raging Deathbringer, a backpack, and a sack of gems. 22 slot backpack, that's kind of useless at this point. These are all... I'm trying to think. These are all not the original items. Do the original items drop in 10 player? Empowered Deathbringer. Interesting. I don't remember. Okay, well, she's done, so I probably should have started a group and then left it before I even pulled her. But we got 6 out of 36 things done, including 3 achievements. 1 for killing Onyxia, 1 for killing her in less than 5 minutes, and then 1 for not taking any damage from Deep Breath. So the only achievement that we're missing there is the one, again, to spawn 50 whelps within 10 seconds of liftoff. I probably could have done that if I had my second sprint up, but since I only had 1, I wasn't able to. I want to say I had 2 or 3 people to do that with me when we did it back in the day. and that, like, you just have them run to each side and sprint through with like swiftness pots and stuff, but I don't know if you need that anymore. Next time I come through, I'll try it with double sprint and see if I can do it, and if I can't, then maybe I'll get a swiftness pot too, do double sprint and a swiftness pot. But the sprints last, how long do they last? They last for 5 seconds, so really if I can't do it with both of my sprints, I'll need a second person. Okay, so now that we're out of there, I'll teleport you to the graveyard, and we can fly over towards AQ. We also got the quest here to bring her, the head of Onyxia, to Stormwind. So we'll do that after AQ. Okay, just looking some things up on my other screen here while I auto fly in that direction. All right. So if you don't see the giant sword up, you know you're phased into the old Silithus. I don't think it matters which phase you're in to go into the instance. I think you can go into it either way. But if you wanted to do, the old quests or anything like that, you need to be in the old version of the zone. And that's something we will do eventually. I'm just going to do these 2 instances, then all of the raids will be done for classic content, and I will go back to burning steps to start questing, and raising our percentage back up for Eastern Kingdoms. But we should get a lot of transmogs here. These instances, I think they drop a bunch of loot, so... And obviously we don't have any of it, so you'll get a ton through the first time, and... Ooh, rich thorium vein. Grab it just because. Alright, so when you come into the Gates of Ahn'Qiraj here, if you go to the left, this portal right here is AQ 20. There are quests for specific class items. So these are paladin class items here. Require reputation and scarabs and a whole bunch of other stuff. We'll get that all no problem. Not this run maybe, but within the next few runs you'll collect all that stuff. So it's not something that you have to worry about like going out of your way to farm. In here you get Cenarian Circle Rep. So that's a new reputation. And then in AQ40 you get the Brood of Nozdormu rep. So I'm not too worried about trash in AQ20. I don't know that it drops anything I really need per se, other than reputation and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna kind of hop around to the bosses, and if I happen to kill trash on the way, that's great. But as you can see, they drop mostly like gray stuff and maybe a green now or then.
I need to get closer.
Alright, so here's the first boss, Kuranax. Kill him real quick. Get our traveler's log, 20 journals, and we'll get another reward back in town, so we can go back to the... We can go back there and grab that when we head back. So he gave me a scarab coffer key, so if you see a coffer around, I can now unlock it. Oh, I didn't loot those guys. And you can mount in this instance, which is super nice. A lot of raids don't allow that, especially the newer ones. And here's one of the coffers now that I have the key for, and it'll basically give you a whole ton of these junk idols and everything else that I guess I need at this point, but later will be just very annoying and fill your bags. This instance used to give you a rank up for spells back in vanilla when there were spell ranks. Oh, this guy sells plans too. Let's buy the plans from him, since I am 300 blacksmithing now. Wait, what? What did I click? Oh, I think you have to keep him alive through this next fight, and then maybe he'll sell you the plans. Is that how it works? In order to interact with the dungeons, first talk to him to start the encounter for Rezex, and then allow him to hit the boss after the waves are completed. Okay. So I'm just going to drop a consecrate here and kind of bait everything into it. And none of these unnamed mobs here will drop any loot because it's part of the boss encounter, but for some reason the captains do drop loot. It's usually just some gray junk.
Just as his whelp of a son did. 1,000 years of injustice will end this day. Your time has come. Go and hide in the Emerald Tree. Pray never find vengeance.
So now the boss is spawned. Hopefully he doesn't go through my consecrate. I'm gonna try to just send him this way so he doesn't. He's gonna come after me, and now I need to make sure that my friend here gets a hit in on the boss before I... Alright, looks like he punched him. Kill the boss.
Captain, continue the fight.
Alright. And now he's a vendor, so... it requires Cenarian Circle Exalted. I can't even buy it, and this one requires Revered. Alright, that's too bad. So, I guess since I have a vendor here, though, I can sell my junk. And, actually, not only my junk, but I'll sell this stuff from Onyxia too, just to clear out my bag space. Class ring, I can, it says soulbound, so maybe I can't pass it in my warband. I thought you could pass that stuff in your warband. Alright. Game has changed significantly since I played it last, I guess. Alright, so these two bosses are done. We're going to go over to Mome. We'll just hit Asarian on the way, and then we'll just end over at Buru. Try to aggro a bunch of stuff, get some reputation. Some of these guys I think knock you back or knock you around, so I don't want to do too much. Just get knocked around infinitely and not be able to cast Consecrate or anything. It's already starting. I'll stop here at this coffer just because I need the coffer, and I will Consecrate and let everybody run into it. Here's some small obsidian from these guys, so I will make sure I loot and then try to get the obsidian, because apparently it's used for 230 different things. I feel like that's not accurate. I feel like maybe what you can get from those, yeah, it's used for like 6 transmogs. So, well, I will need some of it. It probably won't be a ton. I missed one. That's okay. I'm not going back. These flesh hunters can drop a pet called a disgusting oozling. It's extremely rare from what I remember. think I ended up buying it off the auction house on my old account.
It's too far away.
Alright, so there's a blacksmithing plan for Grasp of the Black Destroyer, which is a axe, I guess? Oh no, it's male hands. We'll learn that. And we are 5 out of 623 in this zone. Oh, large obsidian chunk. Which gave me small obsidian shards. Okay. So large obsidian shards are used to craft things too, and I think they're just a rare drop off that. And I want to say, was it SOD? I don't know, one of the servers I was on, they were selling for a ton, and they were used for stuff. Maybe it was SOD. I think it was used in the crafting of the legendary for the warrior. Okay, so here is the technical last boss of the instance, although we will have 2 more afterwards. I just didn't go around that side yet. And it really doesn't matter which order you do them in. Okay, Essence of Earth dropped from that time, and not actually any ore. That's interesting. So here's the last boss. We'll get the achievement for doing AP20, get a bunch of transmogs, get his head for a quest. What did we get? The Helm of Domination and his binding. Helm of Domination was played. Looks pretty good. And then when you exit here, and I think AQ40 gives you one as well. In order to hand in these quests for the head, you'll have to be in the old version of Syllabus. You can't do it when the sword is there. So if you're looking to hand those in, you need the town to be in the zone. Okay, so here is Iamis.
I'm out of lead.
This boss required you to actually make a balanced group to the instance back in the day. No transmog from him, double rings. As you can see, the scarabs and all that, I'm getting tons of them for these 3 quests that I picked up that are very easy to get. And I think that if for some reason you don't have one or you need some, they're like a couple gold on the auction house. They are super cheap because of how much drops and how many people already have everything from here. I mean, it's a 20-year-old instance, so if you didn't get all the transmogs as you farmed it back 20 years ago, you know, it's very easy to get it now by just running a couple characters through. Alright, so we'll go down to the last one. I'll create my group now. Go down to the last boss. I'm going to leave my group so I don't have to wait around for too long. And it will start porting me out, and even though I'm fighting this last boss here, it will still get me out of here. Alright, we got Slimy Scale Gauntlets from him for a transmog, and then I got another coffer key. And as I wait the last 55 seconds, I'm just going to go around and kill flesh hunters I could find to try to get the disgusting oozling pet. I think there's one more up here. And I think that's all of them in the zone. I don't anticipate getting the oozling from AQ20. If I do, that's great. There are other places you can farm for it, though. I did get Twill. That's a transmog. And I guess I'll just kill some trash as I wait for the last 7 seconds. So this should port me right outside. Technically, I can go up to Cenarian Circle or whatever this is called here. That was a rare. Grab it. Not even a green. I can mine him though. Strange. 1 thorium ore. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna go into AQ40. So much like AQ20, you'll get the same garbage that fills up your inventory here. Scarabs and idols and all that jazz. The bosses have their own unique set. Tier 2.5 drops in here. And you get reputation with the Brood of Nosdormu. I'll pop it on my XP bar. I'm currently hated with them. It takes a very long time to get them to be exalted. There's a couple ways you can go about boosting it, and you're also going to get 4 mounts. I think I got 2 of them when we experimented in here the other day. So there's the yellow one, and I think the red one is all that I'm missing, and there's actually an achievement for the red one because I believe it was the rarest one back in the day. I'm not going to worry about the obsidian for right now. I'm just going to kind of move my way through. I will kill the trash though to get the rep, and to try to get the red mount. It says it's 1 out of 100 trash mobs. We'll probably kill 100 trash mobs in this run, so maybe we'll get it. Okay, so there's Garb of Royal Ascension, that's one of the BOEs. And here's the first boss, Prophet. He would split up to the 3 platforms and fear you and do all sorts of mean stuff. But we don't have to worry about that. We got the pet off him, the mini Mind Slayer, as well as the staff and some wrist guards. Also in here you will get Karaji Lord insignias. You want to hold them until you are revered. And also keys. You'll get, did I get one from him? Greater Scarab Coffer Key. Works the same as AQ20. It's, there'll be chests. You can loot them. They have, you know, all the crap in it for crafting. So my rarity isn't showing up here, but I have done 22 attempts for the red crystal. That's the mount. It'll probably pop up an achievement when I get it then, assuming that since rarity is tracking it. Radiant leggings. Cool, another blacksmithing pattern I don't have, so let's get that. 2215. Gonna open this coffer just to show everybody what's in it. Same type of trash that's in the ones in AQ20. You might get different idols and stuff like that in AQ40, I'm not sure. But all the scarabs are kind of the same. So this is the second boss, and this boss was an optional boss back in the day. And then depending on which order you kill these 3 in, you would get different loot. Killing this boss last drops the specific items. It shows you for all the things if you let me pull it up. So this is the Royal Family, or Silithid Royalty, and then these are the common drops, so these 5 can drop no matter which order you kill it in. These are from Kree, these are from Princess, and these are from Vem. So, since it's my first run in here, it really doesn't matter. I'll just kill Kree last, I guess, because he only drops 2 things. Or maybe I won't. We'll see which order these guys decide to drop in here. Alright, we're killing Princess last. That's how we're doing it today. And there she goes. Alright, we got 2 of the transmogs from the common table. We didn't get anything from the specific table. can make this a little tricky to farm, but it's really shouldn't take that long to get all this stuff. Um, these are the type of instances where once you have like an army of alts, you just come through and you just blast it on all your alts in the day, and you go, okay, I'm 100% in that instance, and I never have to come back. And that's the type of stuff that I'll do later on. For right now, I'm just trying to make sure I get my weekly clear in to try to start collecting some of the transmogs, because they do have a week cooldown on all these instances. Hello? Mobs, come to me. Alright. So there are a lot of trash drops in here that are BOP, so I wouldn't be able to buy them off the auction house, so I kind of just, I'm not going out of my way to get the extra trash, like I'm not going down there, but I'm killing things as I come across. Also, for the rep too, most trash mobs give rep, these don't, but I don't know if they took it out, but you used to need rep to get the tier pieces. Alright, I've killed all the mobs for this boss, then the boss is dead. So we got gloves there and a neck, and another scarab coffer key. So this is a gauntlet. These mobs will respawn infinitely until you reach the end, so I'm just gonna ride straight through. If they dismount me, I will try to sprint through as much as I can. The big guys slow you. They put this debilitating charge on you and they slow you. So you can avoid them if you want. They can also drop trash epics while the little guys drop nothing. So that's really it. If you still need the trash epics, you can pull them. But definitely not something you have to do. You can avoid them pretty easily when you're a higher level. And I'm just pulling all the mobs. Still mounted, fortunately, so once this debuff gets... Okay, another one put it on me. Guess we're just gonna walk slow here to the end. It's not that long. Alright, we're at the end of the gauntlet here. People used to, like, kind of jump up there. Oh, did everything leash? Everything leashed. Sweet. Well, doesn't matter. Alright, so here's the next boss, Thankris.
I need to get closer.
We got a trinket that doesn't work anymore. Reduces the threat you generate by 70% for 20 seconds. Huh, that's too bad that doesn't work anymore. That's a cool trinket. Alright, so the next boss is called Visitus, and it requires frost hits to freeze him and then melee hits to shatter him. I don't have the ability to do frost, even though I can do the melee hits. So it would require special items or trinkets or something like that, so I can't really do him at this point. So I'm gonna just skip. There's no reason to go over there and fight him and not be able to kill him. These mobs here drop specific paladin and shaman items. I don't know if I can get the shaman transmog if one drops. It is actually the only item I'm missing on my other account in here. But that's okay, we'll get it this time.
I'm out of range.
Okay, thorium boots. I already know that pattern. interesting. I don't remember learning that. It must have been from the trainer. Just come down now. This next boss is Princess Hootaran, big silithid looking bee thing.
It's too far away.
Trying to gain a bunch of rep, killing these other this other trash, and there we go. There's the red crystal. You get the why because it's red legacy achievement here for that. So that is all of the trash mounts in here.
I need to get
There are 4 of them in total. Kill Hootaran. Enchant Bindings of Dominance. So Bindings of Dominance will be to get a piece of Avenger gear. It looks like the Pauldrons or Greaves, just looking at all things, so I will need 2 of these. And then I got the enchant for firepower, which unfortunately I can't use because I'm not an enchanter. So, continue on. Still trying to get some large obsidian shards, but no luck yet.
I'm out of range.
I thought these large chunks would give me it pretty easily, but... Oh, there's one. Alright, cool. So, there are 4 items you can craft with that. It looks like 2 of the ones that I was able to learn from that vendor in AQ20. Once I get the rep that's required. So, I'm gonna try to make sure I get... as many of the shards as I can here, without going crazy trying to farm it. Alright, so Twin Imps. There are 2 bosses here. This one used to get tanked by a Warlock, and this one over here would just be your regular warrior tank. You would have casters on one and melee on the other. And then what they would do is they switch positions every few seconds. They would teleport to the other side and kind of mess your whole raid up. Now it's one of these things you just kill it instantly, and they both do drop loot, so you want to make sure that you loot both of them. So, no transmog from... Oh, got teleported? What's going on here? Okay. Is that the end of the shenanigans going on? What is attacking me for 1 damage? Is it this plague? Alright, bubble the plague off. It's annoying. And we'll go over here and loot Veclor. And I didn't get anything useful from them. I did get the crown, the Veclor's diadem for the Paladin crown. But transmog wise, not too much from those 2. And they have a bunch of things they could drop that I would have been able to get, but it's okay. Alright, so Oro is another optional boss. He's actually the second to last boss in the instance. And you didn't have to kill him back in the day. You could just walk right by him, and that's what my guild decided to do for the first few weeks as we progressed on the last boss. The loot from the last boss was much more alluring, and they didn't want to waste the time on Oro. Turns out he's a very easy fight, so I don't know why we did that, but he drops some awesome stuff too. But I think back in 2004, 2005 when this was,
I can't carry any more of them.
a lot of the guilds didn't really know what they were doing. There wasn't a ton of information out there, and we kind of just went through and killed what we could kill easily.
I can't carry any more.
So it's gonna,
I need to get
you're gonna
closer.
hear, I can't carry any more a million times here as we kill this trash,
I can't carry any more.
because the mounts are accumulating in my bags, and they're unique, and you can only have one. I wish they would just not drop after you've already learned them, but that's not how it
I
goes.
can't carry any more of those. I can't carry any more of those.
Yes, we know that. I'm trying to get the ore. Hello. There it is. Okay. And you can mount here, so just mount up when you're done fighting with the ore spawn. And so these Mind Slayers will fear you. It doesn't matter what level you are, you get feared for, it seems like an eternity. So you want to one-shot them as quickly as you can, those packs. Just throw whatever AoE you have at the pack, and it should get rid of it. Alright, so this is Oro's boss room. Big worm boss is under the ground here. You can see the ground kind of shaking. You come over, run over to aggro him, pops up, and we'll just one-shot him. So I got a trinket, and I got the legs, the tier legs. So I've got 3 of the tier pieces in this run. That's pretty good. I have 6 more scarab coffer keys. I'm not gonna go fill my bags up with all that junk. I'll end up getting it as I need it.
I can't carry any more of those.
Come over here and get this last large chunk. Oh, there's actually gonna be one more up here. That's fine.
It's too far away.
Get this large chunk, then we'll loot that, and then that's all the trash in the instance.
I can't carry any more of those.
It's right here. I might as well just get it. I don't want to get to a point where I can craft a piece and then I have to go to the auction house and then come back. It just is a big waste of time, so I don't know what these stack to, but once they stack full, I'll start deleting the rest of them out of my bags. Alright, and then you just keep going up, and this will eventually loop you around to the last boss's room. Am I going the wrong way? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. I'm going the right way. I turned around there when I went to the treasure chest. But yeah, you just go all the way north, or the way up. It's you know, an uphill the whole way, and then the last boss's room will be right here. It'll kind of look like a temple. And then there are some quests on the other side, and I don't believe I got any of the items for those quests. If you pick up the items in the run, you can hand them in over here. I'll just go over here, and there's the last boss. I'll go over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Tell me of your dreams.
So this is regalia. If you get a regalia, you can hand it in for this blessed hammer.
May your dreams.
And then this one is for the Karaji armaments, and if you get it, you can hand it in for the shield or the axe. But I didn't get it, so I'm not going to pick up those quests and have it fill my quest log. So we're just going to come in here and kill the last boss. So phase 1, big eye, you just one-shot it, and then phase 2, he comes up and he's like pretty much impenetrable. You could probably kill him through it now, I don't know. Maybe you can't still. Maybe when you're max level you can. I'm doing a good amount of damage to him. Eventually you'll get sucked down to like his stomach and kill 2 tentacles if you don't kill him fast enough, but I did. So I got the Classic Raider achievement for doing all of the raids from Classic WoW. And I got the achievement for EQ40, and then we got his eye here, which we can hand back in as a quest. So we got Death Sting and Dark Edge of Insanity. That is crazy. This would have been one hell of a run for people back in the day. It looks like Death Sting is handed in here, or not Death Sting, the eye is handed in here. Oh, and we also got the chest. So I got everything I need except one more Binding of Dominance to get the full tier 2.5 set for my Paladin in one run. Kinda awesome. So we'll come over here and we'll hand in this quest. And it's going to tell me to go talk to the dragon in Caverns of Time, hand in this next quest, and we'll do that because we'll get a transmog. Alright, so now that this is all done, we'll just start a group, and then we'll leave, because I do want to hand in my, I want to hand in my AQ20 quest in town. And these quests do track. It shows that I'm friendly now with Cenarian Circle. I'm still hated with Brood. I got about 19,000 rep in that run, which is not bad. Maybe if it works the same as Molten Core, you can come back in and farm the trash for more rep, but I'm not going to bother doing that. I'm going to clear this place a million times. As you can see, there's tons and tons of drops in here. I'm missing 5 of the transmog drops. These are all going to, you know, once I start handing in the quests, these will significantly decrease how many I need. It looks like I need about 20 of each scarab. And I've got a decent amount. I don't know why it sorts it like that. That's strange. But a lot of junk to sell. Probably get a couple hundred gold from it all. Go back to town here. Hand in the Fall of Asarian. I should get a good chunk of rep. I want to say it's maybe like 1,000 rep with Asarian Circle for that. Probably get me to Honored. I still needed Revered or Exalted for those 2 blacksmithing items in there. I do want to check if you go to Raid Info under your Friends tab here, under Raid. It looks like AQ20 unlocks today, so I could run it again in 25 minutes after the unlock if I wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna run it all once a week. I don't want to sit here and farm raids like that until I have an army of alts to do it on for all of them. It doesn't matter what pendant you select. He yells 1100, got honored, and then I also have 550 with Brood. So that's nice, and that's that quest done. And Caverns of Time is the next one, so I have to go back to Gadgetzan. And then we'll go all the way, it looks like it's out here on the map. It's not. You'll go into the Caverns of Time, and you'll go all the way underground, and then that's where you'll find, Anachronos. He used to be outside guarding the Caverns of Time, but I don't know when that changed. It might have changed when they started doing the anniversary events out there, or maybe after the Cataclysm. Maybe they put him down bottom. I don't know. He's down bottom now. So now that Classic is done, these are the rest of the instances in Classic, and I will get an achievement for every single one of them. And maybe I'll go do that at some point here soon. Run every instance, just get all the achievements, and then be done with the Dungeons and Raid tab for Classic. There's 19 of them, but and then there's a meta achievement for Classic Dungeon Master as well. That would give me a lot of achievement points. I want to say the cap on achievement points is like 51,000 right now. I think that's if you have every achievement, that's around what you have. So, I mean, obviously we're just starting, so I'm not gonna have too many, but.
Do not proceed. You will be eliminated.
I wonder if I can get there before it's killed. Probably not. Nah, no chance. I didn't kill Doomwalker either. I did kill Shah, so I'm not worried about that one, but maybe I can get Doomwalker. Put on my Crusader aura again. I'm usually not too worried about toggling auras. That's kind of a pain. Can I come on, target. Click, 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 click. Looks like they're fighting Doomwalker. I probably won't make that in time either. Maybe. If I do, it's all due to the Crusader aura. If I don't, it wouldn't have mattered either way. Yeah, it looks like I'll probably make it to him. Unless somebody does like an obscene amount of damage real quick. He can drop a bunch of mounts and all sorts of things. Cool items. If you fight him out in front of Black Temple where
I'm out of range.
he normally is.
We need to get closer.
Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. Alright, so I got a 358 item level cloak. Can I equip that? I can. Oh my god, that's huge. It's like a huge item level upgrade. I also got a toy. And I got 165 gold. Absolutely worth doing. Maybe I'll go back up here and wait for Archivon to get pulled again. 358 is such a big item level for level 59. Oh my gosh. It's like 100 eye levels higher than anything else I have equipped. This is 304. Maybe it's not. Yeah. I'll just continue on what we're doing here. Hand in this quest down in Caverns of Time, and then I'm gonna hurt the Stormwind, and then Vendor, and head over to Burning Steps. In Burning Steps, there's gonna be tons and tons and tons and tons of mithril. I'll mine it as we go. I still need to craft 150 items with it, basically. Alright, so you have to come all the way down here to the bottom of the Caverns of Time. Actually, I think if you talk to this guy, to the Master's Lair, I'll do this quest just to get it done. He auto-flies you down. I have no idea who's laughing like that. Maybe it's one of these events. Mount Mania is going on right now. Not something I can really participate in. I have about 2 mounts. Actually, I have way more than 2 mounts, but
Do not proceed.
let's see. How many do we have? 14. Wait, total mounts 20. I have 20 mounts.
And saddle on up if that is your brother. Come join a parade of fur, hooves, and wings.
And that's what we got right now.
Mania and see all of these things.
Alright, so here you want to hand in to the Master's Lair, and then Anachronosis right here. And we can hand in the Eye of Sithun, we get the cloak. Got 1100 rep with Cenarian Circle and with the Brood, and the appearance for the cloak. Alright, so we're done here for now. Hearthstone back to Stormwind.
Will not bury me again.
And let's vendor all of our trash. So these skill books that I found in AQ20 sell for 10 gold apiece, so that's pretty nice. I need to keep the bindings. I have to delete, unfortunately. You have to do this thing where you delete. I'm just going to copy paste that so I can type it quick. All these mounts, because they just sit in your bags otherwise. Oh, I did end up getting an armament. Oh, I could have handed that in. Alright, I'll do that next time. Can't use any of the enchants. Gonna vendor all that stuff. This is all idols and scarabs. The circlet's warbound. This is paladin. Spike tilt is paladin. Alright, I still need the and those are soulbound, so I'm gonna vendor that. Okay. So we're good
All right,
there.
Ethan.
And this AQ stuff I'm gonna put in my warband bank,
Hello.
just so I don't get it confused here, and because I'm running out of space. How much is it to open this? 100 gold for my next tab. We'll just grab that real quick. You know what? I'll just put it in my second tab here. Oh yeah, I hate that about the banking system. Unless your tab's full, it automatically throws everything you want to throw into the tab you're on into the first available spot, which is super annoying. So if anyone from Blizzard's watching this, please, when you right-click your items out of your bag, let them go to the tab you are on and not the first available tab. It is very inconvenient to have to sort all your items this way. This was the Warbound one for the mage, right? Let's put that in the Warbank. So this is AQ40 set, and there's the entire set with the exception of one of the pieces, and I only need one of these for the Paladin. I'm gonna see if I can put this in the Warbank, even though it's soulbound. I cannot. Okay. Well, I could vendor that one then. Get a gold for it. And then we'll just continue to put these scarabs all in here. And the armaments are for AQ40 as well. So I'll try to remember next time to come grab those to hand it in.
Have a good one.
Alright. Actually I'm gonna put these in the bank too. Crouchy Lord Signia.
How are you?
Okay.
See you around.
Deposit all my reagents in the first
Good
tab,
day
hopefully.
to you.
Good.
See you later. Would you like to purchase
Sell
something?
the second ring I don't need. Hitting that sort button really messes things up. Alright.
Very well then.
We'll go hand in the head of Onyxia over here. Get that quest done. I want to say it's in the slaughtered lamb down in the basement.
What can I do for you?
How come it... That's gotta be bugged, right? This is the loot from AQ.
Have a good one. You
Let's
need
try this
something?
again.
See you around.
Yeah, there we go. It doesn't matter what you pick here. What sells for more? 8 gold, 13 gold. Pick the
Be
trinket.
careful.
Alright, that quest is done. Alright, so we don't want to track these. In fact, I don't want to track any of these quests. Alright. This is like a ribbon dress thing? Interesting, I've never seen this before. Okay, well, alright. Back to Chromie, and we will put Chromie time back on. Let me come down here and grab my 100 coins. And what do I have to do just because I'm interested? This ends in... Oh, it ends in 13 minutes. It's not happening. Sorry, Prize Turkey, we're not getting you. Alright. Come up here. I'm going to hand in this Allies quest that I just see on the map right here. Call for Allies. I'm not going to go any further with that at this point. I'm just going to hand this in.
Patience is the highest virtue.
Alright, so we're at 1.18%. We're going to go to Burning Steps in Chromie time for Cataclysm.
Who would have thought someone named Deathwing would bring about so much
It didn't purge all my quests, did it? I should have the Hero's Call Burning Steps, yes. Alright.
I always have time.
Too bad I didn't get a couple more pieces of that 358 gear. I would have just flown through all this, but we'll take the battle cloak. It's good. It's really good. Maybe I'll get some 358 gear as I quest. So I'm at 13,350 gold. Should see that increase significantly as I start questing here. I think these quests give like 20 to like 60 gold a quest at this level. Alright, 2 quests to hand in here.
Interest you on a pint? Be good.
So yeah, this gets 25 gold for this quest.
What can I do for you? Or the Alliance? Be careful.
What's
Okay,
on
flight path. Where's the quest portion of this? Quests. 179. There's a lot to do in Burning Steps. We're going to get a lot of progress here, so this is good. So the dark whelpling can drop from these whelps. It is a 1 in 1,000 chance, so I'm not gonna sit here and farm for it. If I get it, that's awesome. So I have to kill 5 of these whelpers, 5 of the broodlings, and then I have to free 1 of each color whelpling that's flying around over here, chained up. Can I pull like a whole bunch of this stuff? Should be able to. I'm at a point now with my character where I feel like I'm not very strong when I'm in farming time, so hopefully we'll get some gear here to increase that shortly. And now remember, every vein you get is like 1,000 EXP, 1,100, so it's definitely worth doing. Okay, it's bronze. I need to free a red whelpling. And then kill 2 more broodlings. I'll try to round up way more than 2 broodlings, just at the off chance of getting the pet.
I'm out of range.
Just pop a defensive here. Make sure that I don't even risk dying. There's no reason to. No pet, unfortunately. Here's the red whelpling. Get that, and we can go hand in our 2 quests. I will roll. And I guess I'll kill this broodling just in case. Nope, no pet. That is 12 out of 1,000. So, no shock that I didn't get it there.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Alright, a whole bunch of quests open up. We're gonna get weapons, we're gonna get rings, we're gonna get a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully they have the item level that will help us out here. 320. Tremendous upgrade for the shield. 100 stamina, block, armor. The neck is also a large upgrade. We're just gonna go with the shield for it now. So as I quest and I get some of this equipment here, I should probably feel a lot stronger again. I guess it's been a minute since I was questing. Alright, so I need to get mud from up here by the elementals. And I need to kill wolves as well. I don't need to kill elementals, but they're gonna patent to me here, so we're gonna kill elementals. the quest item from this or something. I don't know why they're like kind of glowing just because I can mine them. Okay. There's a bunch of mud over there. I don't have to fight anybody for. I might not have to fight anybody for.
I need to get closer.
There's a lot of elementals right there. Looks like I have to kill scorpions too. So we'll pull these elementals so I can get that ore.
It's
Pull
too
the
far
scorpion.
away.
Pop a defensive. And that's pretty much how I'm gonna play things from here on out. We're gonna pull a bunch of stuff, pop a
There is
defensive.
an urgent mission that requires a seasoned hero of Stormwind, such as yourself. Quickly meet me behind Stormwind Keep, and tell no one.
Okay, so that's for your your legacy set, I think, like your human race set. I got the achievement for level 60 there, and here we will get, I think it's Dusk and Dawn. Let's see. Yeah, I'll need Faith's armor also of Dusk and Dawn. So I'll just grab that real quick, and then we'll get the Faith's armor next. Two more mud, grab these, and then go down towards that mithril deposit, and then this whole back area should be nothing but wolves and spiders, or scorpions, and then I can just kind of round them up.
I need to get closer.
Gonna end up getting meat and all different things here that will help level cooking, which is really good because I don't want to have to go out of my way to farm that type of stuff. I just want to kind of get it as I go.
I need a target.
Grab that mithril up there as well. Alright, I need two more from each of the wolves and scorpions.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
And it looks like I need one more scorpion drop.
It's too far away.
Done. Alright, done with those quests. Should come up here, grab some mithril, and go hand in our quests after this. The reason I go out of my way to get the mithril and stuff like that is every one of those is 7 gold and ore. I'm gonna need the ore, but
Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
I can always sell it to make some quick gold. Alright, here's a large weapon upgrade, so that should help in the damage department a great deal.
Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance.
Let's see what this ring looks like. It upgraded 332, that's huge. Just replace my lower eye level ring.
Be careful. For the Alliance.
Some gold there. Okay. second. To look at something real quick. Okay.
Light bless you.
Now this quest has you come over here.
Hey, how you doing?
And I got the Exploring Burning Steps achievement, which you definitely wouldn't get at this point if you just came here.
Be good.
But
Keep
it's
it
because I
real.
was riding
Be
around
good.
mining.
Have a good one.
So up here, there's a little camp of warlocks. You need to come kill. I'm just gonna put the spell protection bop on myself and those guys unfortunately did not group the way I wanted them to. Ooh. 325 eye level, so it's a little bit worse than what I'm using, but that's a good item, I think. Alright, there's a couple things here. I wonder how much that would sell for. I'm gonna learn it, but that's like always my question. Like, did I find an ultra rare that's 1,000,000 gold? Because 1,000,000 gold right now would be probably better than having that transmog. So it's something, I'm just gonna put it aside and it's something I'll check.
Do I have a deal for you? Keep it real.
25 gold for each of those quests, pretty
Keep it
good.
real.
Level 61. Alright, back to my guide here on which talents to take. I have both of those. I will take Final Stand here. All Final Stand does is when I Divine Shield, it AoE taunts. So, good talent to have, you know, for tanking purposes. And I didn't say this before, but as you level,
Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
the amount of XP you get from mining increases slowly over time. It's always a static percentage of how much you need to level. So that's why I get 1155 now, and it was like, I don't know, 1110 or whatever it was beforehand. It just increases as you level based on how much XP it takes to level. So I'm going to make sure that I go hit all the mithril on my way to my next quest. I knew that I would get a ton here. I'll probably end up with like 300-400 mithril by the time we're out of this zone. I'm only 10% done with the quests, and I already have 47, so that tracks. The quest here is to kill Blackrock troops. Let's see if I can... They're not north, are they? They are north. I'm going to do it north. I'm not messing around. If these troops count, and I hope they do, there should be like a huge amount of them right here. Yeah. We're gonna just... Can I survive it? We're trying it. Let's put defensive war on. That's actually pretty good XP.
I can't carry any more of those. I
Alright, can't carry anymore. I get it. You don't meet the requirements for that quest. But it it shows that there's something I can collect from it. Alright, anyway. What did I get here? Scorpion leggings. Good. Alright, and I have to hand this in over here at the next kind of quest hub. Chisel grip. There's a really annoying quest chain here we'll do in a little bit. You have to like train these golems.
How are
It takes
ya?
forever.
Safe travels.
Alright, so what item did I just get there? 333 bracers. It's a little bit of an upgrade. It's got burst on it, so we'll take that for now.
Off with you. See you soon. Watch your back.
As you level, also the
Well met. Be careful.
the eye level of all of the gear you get from questing increases, so it's just makes sense to
What
keep
can I do
questing
for ya?
if you want
See you soon.
high eye level.
Watch
I
your
mean,
back.
same can be said for instance grinding and stuff. Perfect costume created. I'm gonna just wow head this real quick. What's the name? A perfect costume. Why isn't that? Oh, because I'm on Wowhead Classic for some reason. Let's try this again. Alliance quest. Perfect costume. Go to the comments. 4 hides, 2 mud, 2 thread.
You got my attention. Off with you.
What? For Earthen Race ally, but I guess Horde will be the same. What? Okay. Then it says for me, 2 hides, 4 muds, 2 thread. Okay, so is this different per race? Oh, that's super annoying. Alright, hold on, let's find the human one. Alright, human. Let's try this again. So it's 2 hides, 4 mud, 2 thread.
Great to meet you.
There we go.
Need help? For the Alliance.
Alright, I'm getting more Thorian Brotherhood rep here. If I knew that, I wouldn't have bothered getting that grind in Blackrock Depths before, but that's okay. Pick up the flight path here.
You got my attention.
Alright, so what do we have to do? Kill a bunch of guys up there, and then there's a quest down here I already have to hand in. I have to put my Blackrock disguise on, though, I'm pretty sure. And then talk to this quartermaster. Yeah.
Speak farewell.
He's gonna tell you to polish boots. Go around and do that real quick. And then you'll get the quest called Strategic Cuts, which is gonna have you go around and kill all the named mobs basically in here. I'm just looking for more boots as I go up. Because you are in disguise as an orc right now, which you got a very cool looking disguise there. That's it. It's just a mask. Come up to the top, and you just use the item behind them. He hexed me, but he is slain. So I'm just gonna mount here. Mounting does not take off your disguise. Grab some more boots. Grab my last set of boots right here, and then get the War Master, or Warg Mistress, rather. Last guy I'm supposed to kill is right here. I don't know where he's running from. just click to hand this in, get your 11,000 XP, and I'm level 62. So here I will get Faith's armor. And let me look where else I'm going in this tree. I'm going to go Inspired Guard, Eye for an Eye, Zealot, and that's the end of it. These four. That should, yeah, that'll get us to 70, I think. Alright, so let's hand in this quest. Keep your disguise on, obviously, as you're working with the orcs here.
For the horde.
Now he's going to tell us to summon these guys back to camp. Some of them will, I think, just walk right back to camp. Others, you have to fight, and then they'll go back to camp. Some of them just going back to camp when I did this on my other account. Yeah, there we go. Guess I just got unlucky with my first 4. What else do you have to pay? Alright, so 6 out of 7 I had to fight. 1 went back by himself. Can hand that in. And then it says to bring the horn back to our camp. I don't think you need your orc disguise anymore. I think we're done with that piece, but I'm just going to leave it on until it automatically takes it off me. Just in case. I don't want to have to go back to town to get another disguise.
What can I do for you, or the Alliance?
100 eye level upgrade on the helm. Definitely very good. Okay, and then my next, the last 2 quests I have remaining in my log right now are for up here. So you have to kill these War Reapers and then loot parts from them. And then you also have to kill these agents as the other quest. Sometimes there's a treasure chest up here. It's starting to do a little bit more damage now, which is really nice. Okay, so I thought you had to mine them, or I thought you had to. Is it because I'm mining that's messed up? Maybe it's not these War Reapers then. Oh no, they drop stuff on the ground after they're dead. That's what it is. Alright, War Reaper parts. Okay, it doesn't really matter what I get, because I need all of it right now. Obviously, if you see the stone power core, you want to grab that. That's the rare item.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
I don't know why I'm mining them for Mithril, but I need to kill 2 more agents. Okay, they're done. Got a 12 belt. It's probably a transmog I don't have.
It's too far away.
I'm just gonna mine these guys so that I can find the things they dropped on the floor easier. rare. Good. And now, just whatever. Okay, so I need 2 obsidian pistons and 2 thorium gear shafts. I don't know why I'm pulling these guys. I don't need to kill them, but I'm gonna just come over and grab more of the reavers. Button. I didn't mean to mine him, but I had both of those, so it really didn't matter which one I picked.
I need to get closer.
Okay, I just need 2 thorium gear shafts at this point. It's not helping me.
I don't have a target.
Wow, I one-shot that guy? Okay, none of this is helping me.
It's too far away.
Grab that mithril bomb here. Okay, where are the thorium gear shafts, man? I should have taken them earlier.
I need a target.
Okay, there's one. I need one more.
I'm out of range.
It seems like when my judgment crits, I can one-shot all these guys, which is super sweet. These are rare. No, apparently they're not. Apparently the thorium gear shaft is rare for some reason. Because I'm getting 1,000 of everything except the item I need.
I need to get closer.
I'm just gonna pull a bunch of them.
Far away.
Hopefully I get this last one. There we go, finally. Okay, back to town. Hand these quests in. What quest do I have for there?
Hi. Safe travels.
Okay, there's a
Watch
level.
your back.
Another shield drops
Safe
here.
travels.
From the next quest. Let's spend my talent point. What do I want for this tree? I want to work my way down here, right? Gift of the Valkyr, and then... yeah. And I want the Righteous Fury. So this is the annoying quest where you have to train these guys. And they just regen their health over and over again. Every time you kill them, and then you have to continue to kill them. Alright, that's 1 out of 4. Nothing difficult to it, just very time consuming for, it seems like no reason. They could have just ended it at like 1. Alright, you killed it. Alright, you trained it. Okay, that's 2. Can I train you both at the same time? things up. Good. So that was significantly less annoying than I remember it being.
What's on your mind?
Probably because I do so much damage. It's crazy. Alright, 343. And I got Exalted Thorian Brotherhood there when I handed in that quest. So we can move that to our inactive. I always move all of my Exalted reputations to my inactive unless they have some sort of a prestige chest to them, just to keep the list a little cleaner. Alright,
Well
so
met.
here we are. Talk to him
Go
again.
with honor, friend.
He's telling us to go report to the general. I still have my orc mask on, so we'll go talk to the general over here. So all these, they're all friendly now because I have the orc mask on. This is where I AoE'd all those mobs earlier.
Strength and honor. Blood and thunder. Abu.
Get another ring here, that'll be nice.
Victory.
Oh, I have to kill this guy. Do I have to tell him I'm like ready or something?
For the horde.
What do I have to do? Kill him. Do I have to like stand in here? Oh, maybe I have to talk to this guy.
I have a deal for you. Revenge.
Okay. Dead. Mine him just in case I doubt anything. Can I not? What's going on? Alright, well, whatever, I'll just handle the quest.
How?
Get the ring.
Strength.
Make sure you equip that.
Farewell. Victory.
Abuse of power, so you come out here and you have to use this this cudgel on sergeants and minions. Did I miss the door? Can I mount in here? No. Where's my door out of this place? It was like a terrible maze. What's going on here? Did I go the wrong way? Must have. Alright, so you just sneak up behind these guys. You don't really even have to do any sneaking. You just come up behind them. Oh, and then you just keep clubbing them before they take your mask off. And they made it a lot easier. You can just get close to these guys and right-click them now. Okay, that's done. Oh, is he trying to unmask me? I guess I have to probably kill him. Alright, let's kill this guy. 3, 4, 5. No, my quests are done. Hand in abusive power. Click to complete. Alright. Next one is a chest. That is going to be a tremendous upgrade. And you can hand in your quest to the general in here, who thinks you did a good job disciplining the peons or the army out there instead of just killing them. And I'm level 64, so I wanted these, right? Okay. And is that was a passive? Yeah, it's another passive. Man, they really pruned down abilities. I used to have like all these bars full, plus this side bar full. It's not like that anymore, I guess, and I think even more are going away with Midnight. But I am 64. We are cruising right along in the level department. And I guess I'll have to buy Midnight here coming up in a little. Or I can just sit at level 70. I think it only allows me to go to 70 without buying Midnight.
Light be with you. Be careful.
Alright, my disguise has fallen off, so
Light bless you.
whatever. Let's equip that new chest, get a tremendous upgrade there as well. And they're telling us, hey, it's time to go to Morgan's Vigil, which was the original town back in Classic. All of these other hubs didn't exist as far as I remember. I'll just grab some mithril on the way. Star rubies are always good. True silver. Still need a bunch of that. And in case anybody was wondering, this zone should definitely get me to level 70. Which is where it will... I will stop gaining EXP for now until I buy the Midnight expansion. Considering I'm not planning to go to Midnight for any reason yet, I'm just gonna keep plugging along with where I'm at, and right now I'm in Classic, so I don't need the Midnight expansion right now, so I will probably be capped at level 70 for a little bit. I might buy it with in-game currency, in-game gold, if I accrue enough. Alright, so let's hand in the quest here.
How are you? Keep your feet on the ground. No. See you soon.
He's telling me to go to Swamp of Sorrows. Okay. So that's my chain to get to Swamp of Sorrows.
Ishnuala.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance, be careful. Light bless you.
Okay. So I think I got my second quest here to go into Blackrock Spire. So I'll end up doing that probably after this zone. Okay, so what do I have to do here? I have to get warg cutlets.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Do I use this when they're alive? No, dead. Right. So we'll kill these guys real quick, and then
I can't use that item yet. It's not
unfortunately
ready.
you only get 4 per, so it looks like I have to kill 10 of these guys.
I can't use that item yet.
See if I can round up a whole bunch more. Don't have to kill a dragon can at this point.
I'm out of range.
I need one more after this. I'm gonna see if I can try to pull one in here.
It's too far away.
These mobs are starting to get a lot of health again. I'm feeling weak again. I felt really strong for a couple levels there, but I out-leveled the small amounts of gear I got pretty quickly. Alright, let's just use this cutter on the rest of these wargs here,
Charging.
and we'll finish this quest.
I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging.
Did I get 3 from one of them? What
It's
is
not
that?
ready.
Oh, I got 5 from that one. Okay, good.
It's still recharging.
Alright, perfect. Grab this mithril. See, leveled a couple more times now, and it's 1200 XP per vein that you hit. So it's definitely viable to just ride around once you get epic flying and hand in, or just mine or herb to level. That's one of the cool things about this game, like the ways you can level are pretty much infinite. Alright, flame flies, and then dragons. flamekin. Alright, so I have to kill these guys. Let's see. Can I? If I just come down here, will they line? They won't.
I need to target something. I need a target.
So you have to loot these bodies one at a time, unfortunately. Also, the fireflies. We need 7 of them. Alright, that's 12. You don't need to dismount to get the fireflies, so you can just kind of you can leash those mobs, and then you can just keep going around getting your fireflies afterwards. Where are they? Need 2 more, but I need a bunch of these too, so I guess I can just.
I'm out of range.
There they are.
I don't have a target.
All right, so this should be both quests done here. 16, 17, 18. Here's one firefly. And then the other one's right over here. Okay. And what is this quest? Obsidian Ash. Alright. And that comes from the elementals, so you can just pull a whole bunch of them.
I don't have a target.
What is that? The first clue? I have no idea what that is. That is not for one of my current quests, so I'm not too concerned.
I need to get closer.
Get everybody grouped in here, and then Divine Toll will come up, and everything will fall over. And there it is. I'm not going to bother mining these guys. I have to go get 3 more.
It's too far away.
Unfortunately, don't have Divine Toll for this pack, so it'll be a little bit slower. But not too much. Okay, quest done. We can go ahead and hit all of our quests. I'm going to grab this True Silver. It's True Silver on the other side too. I'm going to go grab that too. And since Smith rolls here, I might as well just grab that, and then we'll go back to town. Okay. These quests will get me to 65 for sure. I do 20,000 XP. I think they're giving like almost 10 or 11,000 a piece at this point. Unless for some reason these don't. We are only 30% of the way through the level. This is a kind of a cool town because sometimes you can get ore right here in the middle of town. Alright, just mount back up, handle all these quests.
Be good.
So we got a pet here for the tiny flamefly.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend. Light bless you. Be careful, for the Alliance.
And there's my level to 65.
Light bless you. Need help?
Get
Be
3
careful.
more
Go with
quests
honor,
here.
friend. For the Alliance. What can I do for you? Be careful.
Here I want Righteous Bulwark, Righteous Fury. Couple more quests over here. This one's to kill 25 dragons. and some named mobs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull a bunch of dragons into the named mobs. And I have my friend here helping me out, just like in was that Red Ridge? Okay, and then we'll go to the next named mob spot after I get this gold vein. Grabbing a couple veins here is going to allow Divine Toll to come off cooldown too, which will allow me to group things up and kill them more efficiently anyway, so. Up to 100 mithril, 9 true silver, and 3 gold, so that's pretty good. It looks like the other named mobs are on this side of the Ogre Mound, so we'll come over here and grab them. And tons of ore is there too. Here's the named mob. Let's see how many we can get here.
I need to get closer.
Tolls up. Got a good amount with this guy here. Starting to take a little damage. I'll pop a cooldown. Okay, we got 11. Oh, we got 12. He's out here fighting one all by him lonesome. Alright, let's see, where's the next named? Over here. Grab Mithril on the way. Looks like I can probably get 6 plus the boss, or 6 plus the named. Let's see.
It's too far away.
Oh, free respawn here? Alright, this is sweet. Get myself up. That is the type of stuff you would not be able to do on a lot of classes, I don't think. Any damage class anyway. Without having to kite or do something special. It's just kind of crazy how Paladin can aggro the world and just whittle it down slowly. Alright, I need 1 second. Okay. So I need to kill 4 more, and then the last named mob up here. So we'll just do the same thing we've been doing, and I will pull the 4 mobs onto the named once I find him. It's a lot of ore here too. Wow, it's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna try to grab a bunch of this ore. Oh wait, do I hand my quest to you?
Need help? Go with honor, friend. Light bless you.
Okay. 25 quest complete. Looks like the new month of the log is out. Oh, that's a pretty cool mount. We'll try to complete that this month. Get that. It will probably require me, like, you know, running some instances or something to get the points. I don't remember how you do it efficiently. I'm just gonna keep playing, and then towards the end of the month, if I don't have it, I'll figure out what I have to do. Um, Alright, so you gotta talk to this guy in here. Deal with the dragon. We get another chest back in town. Level 66 as well. Grab eye for an eye. And I think we head back to town now. Yep, looks like it. Plate shoulders, those are an upgrade. Not sure when I got those. Grab the mithril again here in town, and then we'll hand in our other quests.
Well met. For the Alliance.
This chest is also an item level upgrade. It's got a ton more stamina and strength, so even though I don't really want parry, or don't really care about parry.
Light bless you. Be careful. For the Alliance. Go with honor, friend.
Okay, looks like I have a bunch of delivery quests to do. I'm gonna hand in over here, or sorry, sell my junk over here. My bags are getting kind of crazy. 320. Hold on. I want those. The wand. Don't need that. Don't need dew. It's my old weapon. 309 shoulders, I have 344. Scorpion leggings can go in my war bank. And the Onyxia talisman. Okay.
Safe travels.
So, got 300 gold from vendoring stuff. It's starting to accumulate. I've got 14,500 now. What do I want to do here? I guess I can just go while using your Blackrock disguise. I guess I should put that on. Okay, got my sweet mask on again. Let's go talk to these people. So now all the ogres are friendly. Grab all the ore here because I won't have to fight anybody for it. Okay, come in here. Looks like one of the quests is down here in the corner. There's 3 veins in here though, so we'll grab these. There's the other one right there. I knew I would get a ton of mithril in this zone. This is, hopefully it gives me all I ever need. I don't know that it will. I think I'll probably need to farm more of it at some point, but there are probably a couple more zones I have to do that have mithril in it as well. Alright, we'll hand in our quest here.
Strength and honor, Dabu.
Let's jump out of this cave. More mithril on the way up, so there's 2 more mobs I have to, 2 more orcs I guess I have to, or ogres I have to hand into. One's all the way at the top here. Grab this. And then the other will be inside the other cave. This mound here has 2 caves in it. So this is the other one at the top.
Victory!
And then the other one here is around the back side of the cave. And he's in here. I'm pretty sure. It says he's out here. I don't think that's right though. No, I don't think that's right at all. Alright, I'm pretty sure he's in the cave. And this cave just has a ton of mithril in it, so we'll grab it as we go. And I guess I should make sure he's not in here. He's not. Yeah, he is in here in the cave, you can see. So the back bottom piece of the cave here. So sometimes the quest tracker on your minimap isn't entirely accurate. This is one of those times.
Go with honor.
Locked and loaded. Report to him back in Burning Steps. Okay. So I'm just gonna come up here. I'm gonna hop up and grab these other two mithril veins. And if you jump, you should be able to hop right up without having to walk all the way around the whole cave. Okay, the last vein is over here, and then we will head on out and back to town. I'm getting awfully close to 67 at this point. A couple more quests and we'll be there. $170 mithril. About halfway through the zone. Pretty much right on track for where I said I'd be about 400. This is done. I'm wondering if it's worth selling. Get like 7,000 per 100. Get like 28,000 gold just for the mithril I farmed out here. But I don't really want to have to come out here and do this all again, so keep it until I know that I'm done with everything I need from it. And then this just keeps repopping in town, so I'm just gonna keep taking it. It's good to go. Alright, tinted quest here. We get some bracers, which are a 100 eye level upgrade. So we'll make sure to equip those. Disguise fell off again, so keep that in mind. And now we have to kill 200 of the orcs. Which sounds like a lot, but you're going to you're gonna have a dragon to ride to do this, I'm pretty sure. And now you get some funny dialogue here. These are all the things that we had done throughout the quest chain. So he summons a pit lord there. He's trying to mind control it. Alright, so here you just have to go around and kill 200 on our little dragon friend. They are grouped fairly well. It's a pretty quick quest. And if you look, you can pretty much go anywhere in the whole zone to get these, where you can just stay here and they kind of keep respawning. Just grab this last one here, and should be done. Done. Alright, so now we can just fly our dragon friend back to town here and then dismount him when we get into town. Return, or you'll be dropped. That's fine. We want to be dropped at this point.
Light be with you.
We'll hand in our quests.
Be careful. Go with
Alright,
honor,
now we
friend.
have the quest to kill the generals that we were messing with this whole time. I have another talent point here. Let's see where I want to put that. That's done, that's done, that's done. That's done. This is done down to here. Where are the rest of my talent points going? Whole top row, this whole row, 4 here, this entire row. So I missed this one, and I missed Relentless Inquisitor on my way down, and I think that's it. And that makes sense because I'm 67 now, so I'll only get one more for this side at 69, and that should be the end of it. Alright, so now back here, it's telling me to kill the 3 generals. So they're all in the same spots that you saw them at last, so we'll have to go into the cave, we'll have to go into the bottom cave, and this time you don't have the orc disguise, or do you? No, you don't. So you have your friend
Well
Kishin
met.
with you. He's mostly useless, but that's okay. So we'll go down bottom here. They killed the pit lord, or we did. I don't know. I don't remember how that played out. Just get my way all the way into the back, and we'll pull the general, and whatever orcs come with it, ogres. Okay, he's dead. Now everything else that I aggroed, and I'll have to do this one more time because I'll aggro a whole bunch of stuff on the way out, I'm sure. And I sure did. So, we'll just use Divine Toll and try to get rid of this pack as quickly as we can. Got 9 gold from that pull. Why am I still in combat? Is my friend in combat in here? I'm sure he is. Yeah, look, he's got like 600 mobs on him. Come on. Okay, 6 extra gold from that. Honestly, not bad. Come out and mount up as soon as we can get out of combat. He pulled more? What is this guy doing? Alright. Out of combat, finally. Alright, So we have to go into the other side of the cave and then all the way to the back. So we're gonna aggro a million more mobs when we do this again. Even though, again, this is showing that he's out here. He's not. He's in the back of this cave. Actually, in this cave, you don't have to. You have your imp-kin, flamekin friends fighting everything. So as long as they're in combat with the Blackrock guys, you should be able to squeak by at least the front of the cave. You just come down here and pull.
I need to get closer.
Pop my cooldowns. Just heal myself up. Alright, the 3 generals are all dead at this point. I'm just gonna have to clear the trash on the way out. Technically, at this point, if you wanted to, you could hurt them fly back. It's debatable on if that's faster or not. I don't know. It's probably not faster. I'm just gonna sprint out of the cave, try to leech what I can, and mount from there. But if you're a class that might die to all this type of stuff, then it might be faster for you to head back to town and then just head back out. So still stuck in combat. We'll see how long that goes. This is one of those things where we might end up walking back to town before combat drops. I hope that's not the case. That's gonna be the case, isn't it? I'm gonna walk all the way back to town before combat drops. Oh. Thought this guy was scared, so I didn't think he would attack me. Apparently he does. Okay. So, remember when I said it might be faster to hearth and come back? Yeah, probably would have been. I had to walk all the way back to town. Grab my mithril again. And let's hand in our quest here.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
And we get 362 gloves, I think we'll pick up. That makes the most sense.
For the Alliance.
And we earned the achievement for 30 steps quests. So if you look, I'm only 50% done. And if you look down the list here, all of these quests are horde specific. So you have to come back out here on a horde and do all of these quests again. There is one quest that is not horde specific that I could do. It looks like I have to so I did pick up that axe. It says that I don't meet the requirements. But I have 300 classic blacksmithing, so I should meet the requirements. Let's see if I can hand it into that guy at Chisel Grip. Worth its weight in steel. He has the next quest there. I don't know why it wouldn't let me. I don't know why it would drop if it wouldn't let me accept it. I can do some research on that offline. But for all intents and purposes right now, Burning Steps is complete. where's that guy here? What's his name?
You got my attention.
He doesn't have
See
anything
you
to say to me,
soon.
and I don't meet the requirements for the quest. Alright, I'm gonna keep that item in my bags, and I'll figure that out between now and my next stream. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go into Lower Blackrock Spire, and we'll clear that real quick. And the reason I'm doing that is just to clear out some of these quests in my log. I have 2 quests to talk to the same guy in there. I don't know if I can do Upper Blackrock Spire. That got repurposed as the Warlords of Draenor thing. I guess I'm 67 now, I probably can. I also don't know if Lower Blackrock will have its level at 67, because I'm in Kata time walking. It might, and if it does I won't be able to do it, and I'll have to go back to town, so then we'll just hearth. So here's the entrance to Lower Blackrock. Mobs are level 66, so I will not be able to do this right now. What I can do though is I can do this. I can do the old paladin trick. I'm gonna pull all this stuff. I'm gonna hand in my 2 quests to get them out of my log. These guys aren't exactly killing me, but I don't know that I want to go through a dungeon where I fight everything without just one-shotting it. Okay. And I'll hearth out of here now that I handed in my 2 quests. Sell all the rest of the junk here. I need to eat the Swiss. And sell that.
Alright, even.
Let's see what this mace sells for. If it's not a ton of gold, I'm just going to, yeah, 3,000 or 4,000. I'm just going to learn the transmog for it, and we'll vendor it.
Honored, I'm sure.
If it were like 20,000 gold, I would have sold it. So, now that Burning Steps is done, let's kind of evaluate where we're at. Outdoor zones, Eastern Kingdoms. By done, I mean none of these zones are even close to done, but they're done for this paladin. I've done all the quests and the achievements in the zones. That's kind of where I've said from the beginning that was like the goal of each zone. All quests, all achievements for the first run through, and then after that we'll go back and get the difficult stuff. So Burning Steps achievements are done. There's a flight path for Horde. Pet battle stuff, don't care about that. Quests, can't do anything about that. I could buy those white items. There's a bunch of patterns that drop there that are leatherworking and tailoring. But yeah, otherwise that is done. We did Duskwood, we did Elwyn, we did Red Ridge, we did Searing Gorge, and we did Westfall. If I look at my quest log, I have Blasted Lands and Badlands as Hero's Calls. So I want to make sure that I'm doing Hero Call for all of these that I can, because you can only get this quest before you start the zone. It's kind of one of those things. So kind of just looking through to see what is the best thing next. And maybe I'll figure that out between now and my next stream. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go blast a couple instances real quick. I'm going to turn off Chromie time.
Why, hello. Is this hello or
Return to the present time.
goodbye?
Heroes of the Alliance.
We know,
the Dragon
Rathion.
Isles
We know.
have awakened.
So, dungeons and raids. Classic. I've done all of my raids for the week. Dungeons, though, I have not done any except for the stockade. So I'm going to go to Dead Mines and in Dead Mines, there's a bunch of quests. There's a bunch of I know I can get a bunch of percentage, right? So you get 17 from quests. I can only do 5 of them or 6 of them. You know, there's a rogue specific quest. There's horde specific quests, and then there's alliance specific quests. There's rares. These are on the way in to the Dead Mines. It's not actually in the instance. And then there's a whole bunch of zone drops, including pets. And then I'm going to be doing it on normal. And then there's a heroic version as well. So Dead Mines is somewhere you'll end up spending a lot of time to get that 100%. The main reason I'm going to Dead Mines right now is this right here, Classic Dungeon Master. So that's the main thing I'm after. So I'm just going to make sure that my dungeon difficulty is set to normal, and it is. And we'll do Dead Mines, and then I will hearth out, and then maybe go to like 1 or 2 more before I end the stream here for today. So we'll see what we can get out of Dead Mines. We're at 6 out of 117 currently. I don't really... Well, I do need copper still. I've only done 39% of the things with copper that I will need to do, so I guess it doesn't hurt to collect some of it on my way. I'll check if any of the rares are up, and I'll go kill the guy on the undead side real quick. Because he has a chance to drop a couple transmogs I will need. Petrified Shinbone. That's one of the transmogs I will need. Sweet. And then Minor, Foreman, whatever his name is, that's down here. Drops Foreman's gloves and leggings. Which I've never seen either of. I've killed him a number of times. Nope. And that trend continues. But we got the Shinbone. We'll see what that sells for before I just equip it or, you know, sell it for the transmog. But it even rolled epic, so that's cool. It doesn't look like any of the other rares are up down here, so we're just gonna head straight to the instance. Grab this tin. I do need a bunch of the gems from tin. It might be something I farm at some point. Just go farm a bunch of tin, and then even if I don't get the gems, I can prospect it and get the gems that way. So that is another way to get the gems from things. If you're short on, like, you know, Mossagate or like some other gem, Star Ruby, Citrian, something like that. All right, so we are in the Dead Mines now. We're in the instance portion of it. Make sure we grab our quest here.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend.
Alright, kill Glubtok. It's first. This is the first boss, so go over there. Great. Grab the tin, copper. Kill these mobs. Now keep in mind, like, these instances are now lower level considered. I'm not going to get the gold or the cloth or the item level from anything. This is really, at this point, just nothing more than, like, we're grinding for the transmogs and the achievements in the instances themselves, and that's it. So Here's Glubtalk. We'll kill him. I don't know why my bars are half working, half not working. He's dead. You just have to wait for him to go through his little stuff. So we got the Buzzer Blade and the gloves. Make sure you hand in your quests, and then I think it auto will accept the next one or pop up the next one as you walk through here. Should. I thought. Maybe it's before the next. So there's a rare that can spawn down here sometimes. And I guess the monkeys can drop polymorph monkey. Maybe it's worth killing.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
All of this trash can drop different blue items, like, you know. So I'm trying to kill it all. Grab the tin. Did I not loot this guy? Okay. So the second boss is in here. The quest pop up? There it is. Alright. So the quest is to kill this boss now. I'm gonna kill all his lackeys because, like I said, they can drop a blue. It's called woodworking gloves. They did not. Let's kill him. And he's dead. 2 more transmogs there. Hand in the quest. So these guys can drop the Black and Defias set. Which was taken out of the game for a while and then put back in. I'm pretty sure.
I'm out of range.
Alright, here's the next quest. To kill this guy down bottom. You can walk the ramp or just drop right down. You have to kill the 4 mobs around him and then he'll spawn. He's here. He'll activate, I guess. Is the word I'm looking for. More transmogs there. Hand in the quest. You have to make sure you hand in the quest, or I don't know if the next one pops up. So.
I need a target.
Grab the treasure chests. I always grab treasure chests every time I see them. The loot table in them can be kind of good, so I think it's worth doing. These guys spawn, take them out real quick. So that, here's the Admiral, the quest to kill Ripsnarl. Parrots don't drop anything from what I'm seeing, so I'm just going to bypass all of them. And we'll work our way to the ship, where these guys can drop lots of things, including a pet. I got a Murloc scale belt pattern, leatherworking. Let's see if it sells. I got the pet, the Greenwing Macaw. Let's learn that. Okay, so there is 2 more bosses left. The Admiral, who we have the quest to kill now, so we'll do that. hand in our quest. And then we get the quest to kill the Defias Kingpin, who in this version of Deadmines is Cookie. Cookie used to be a little Murloc guy who would hang out in the back down here with his cauldron, and he'd be like an optional boss that was rare. He'd drop a couple caster items and stuff. Now he is the Kingpin, so you can let him spawn this. You can kill him before he even gets in it. He'll drop food all over the place, and you can loot it and get buffs and stuff, but you just one-shot him at this point. So that is the Deadmines on normal. I got 20...
Be careful.
4 items going through here. Pretty good. Actually 25 if I learn that shin bone. So I'm going to hearth now. I have one more charge left on my hearth, so we're just going to do that instead of using the trick to exit. Also, if you run out this back entrance here, it'll take you into Westfall if you're looking to reset or something like that. So that is Deadmines.
Hi, how are you?
Gonna vendor everything in my bags now. Get the achievement for Fashionista chest. 100 chest pieces. Phoenix gloves. Freshly baked bread I need.
Very good.
So let's eat the bread towards that achievement, and now we will head into the auction house just to see what this sells for. So Phoenix gloves, 500 gold. If that sells, that's great. If not, whatever. Murloc scale belt, 150. Heavy scorpion leggings, 2,500. Wow, I doubt it, but we'll see. And this, it looks like you can get one for 250 gold, so I'm not even going to bother. We're just going to vendor it and get the transmog appearance from it.
Making a special purchase?
Done.
Very well then.
Alright, so let's I'm gonna kinda clean up my reagents a little bit instead of running another instance, I think.
Hey there.
So we're just gonna take everything out of the bank. Make sure it all stacks together. Anything I need stacks of at this point. I kept a lot of stuff from when I first started that I probably don't need anymore. And anything I do need, I'm going to organize in my warband bank. Oops. Force reactive disc, can't learn that. Mining 300, I will keep this in my bags. Alright, so these are just kind of cool items I'm holding on to. Tab 2 is all my stuff from Encourage. And then here is my warband bank. I do not have 25,000 gold to unlock the next piece, but I don't want to anyway. Alright. So let's kind of think this through. We'll put cloth. Let's go cloth. Here. I only have one wool. Interesting. I must have sold it all. I'll put a bolt of linen next to the linen. That makes sense to me. I don't have any silk, so we'll skip a row, and then we'll go Mage Weave and Rune Cloth, and I somehow got Frost Weave Cloth, which is from Wrath of the Lich King. So we'll put that there. So that's my cloth. Warband bank. So now I'm going to need spider silk, so we're just going to start another line here. And thick spider silk I'm going to need as well. I don't need this anymore. I don't need a Murloc fin anymore. I've done that. I will end up... Alright, so herbs. I got some Mage Royal. I just got that from the chest. I'm trying to keep things that... It's a 1% drop rate on that. I don't think it's used for anything, though. Large venom sac. I don't think that's used for anything either. I'm gonna just get rid of it. If I don't think it's used, I'm just gonna get rid of it. We got wolf meat, mystery meat. That's all good. Red wolf meat. That's also good. Stones, good. I'm just trying to get rid of things. Not get rid of, but I'm trying to move things in here that I know I don't need for mining and blacksmithing. Dark iron residue. I've done the quest with it. I actually don't need it anymore. I'm exalted Thorium Brotherhood, so I can get rid of it. Diamonds. Spices is for cooking. Light feather. Looks like that's for a couple recipes. Meat I don't need, and flour. Meat I don't need. Shadow protection potion. That is to craft something. Tailoring, Hands of Darkness, and I think that's used. I think that's a really high value potion. Meat, gems, meat. Alright, so I think that I have
Safe
everything
travels.
sorted that I will not ever need to use on this character.
Would you like to
I'm gonna
purchase
vendor
something?
all this stuff. I'm gonna vendor this bag, Captain Sanders' bag, and then there's another bag I had, I thought. And we'll vendor that bag. Alright.
Very good.
Don't need small bags, they're just in the way at this point. Let's sort. Okay, put everything it could fit into this bag, so let's look at cooking real quick. Classic cooking. I have tons of stuff for classic cooking, I just need to get it higher through low level stuff. Clam meat, boar ribs, murloc fins. I haven't done fishing yet though. Alright, so let's just put blacksmithing and mining away for now. Where do I want to put it? Open a new tab. Okay, just name the tab professions. We'll give it a, I don't know, different looking thing. So, alright, we'll put our, unfortunately, go through the very slow process of putting our reagents in here like this. And we'll put all the gems in here. Alright, so heavy stone, coarse stone, rough stone, deep rock salt I can sell, copper bars, I'll put bars over here. Actually, I won't. I'm gonna make everything into bars. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna make everything into bars. So let me go smelt everything.
Have a good one.
And then anything I might need as ore later, I can just go farm. That's not a big deal. But I'll probably need these bars, like, you know, you need bars for 86 things and ore for one extra, probably 87. So I'll need I'll need ore for one thing. But I'm not gonna sit here and make everybody watch me smelt 400 bars. I'm gonna end the stream here. And in the next stream, I'll decide what zone we're gonna tackle. Tomorrow, I probably will not be streaming. I'm going to, the servers are going to be down for, I think it's scheduled until 6 p.m. Eastern. So I will probably not be streaming tomorrow. What I'll do is I'm going to finish my Final Fantasy playthrough tomorrow, and then I'll post that in parts into the playlist there. And then on Wednesday, we'll be back at it. And we'll go to the next zone and we'll do all the vanilla raids again, the classic raids, those 5. I'll get my mining to 300 after we do molten core, because I'll have the ore for it then. And we'll quest our next zone probably. So, thank you all for tuning into the series so far. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, join the Discord. It's all listed under my main channel.